The embarrassing moments, like what are you talking about? That reminded me of like all those cringe moments where you're with a family member or parents watching a sex scene in a movie. When Gone Girl came out in 2014, I just had to check. That's the one where Ben Affleck has that crazy wife, and this was like when the movie came out, and so no one knew. Both of my brothers, my mom, and my grandparents. My mom was like, "I've heard this is a good movie with Ben Affleck. Like, let's watch it." And so we started watching that. And my grandparents are Southern Missouri folk. They're not watching. My grandpa watches bull riding, and my grandma like loves the Real Housewives of Atlanta and shit like that. And that's about it. And we were watching this, and the scene comes where the woman is like pretending that she's trying to fake the rape. And so that she can, malign him and get that. Yeah. And so she like grabs the wine bottle, and I remember sitting there on the couch and being like, no. And being like, Lord, strike me down. And, and we're sitting there on the couch, and she like goes into the bathroom, and it like shows her being like, like cramming this wine bottle in there to simulate damage from a violent rape. And everyone in the room knows what's happening, and it's so uncomfortable. And in the middle of it, my mom goes with my grandparents and me and my brother's sitting there. This is 2014, so one of my brothers is like 17 years old, and my mom turns to us and she's like, she's raping herself with the wine bottle. And my grandpa's like, oh gee, why are we watching? And we're just like, oh my, and I'm like, is there any more of the pizza in the other room? The only thing I had that was kind of close to that is me and my grandparents went to watch Alien Resurrection. It's in the mid-90s. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
of
course you haven't. This is 30.
I have a soft spot for that movie.
I like that movie. It's quite good. That she makes the basketball shot. I'm sure you know. She made it for realsies. It's fucking cool. She makes like a court backwards basketball shot on camera. It's pretty cool. Anyway, there's a scene in that where Sigourney Weaver, who at this point is a clone of her old self that died in the previous movie, and when they cloned her, she was already impregnated by an alien. She had one of those aliens inside of her, and so they kind of like got the DNA a little twisted up. And so she's like 7/8 human, 1/8 alien. So she has like speed and strength and acid blood. And she falls down this grate system to where the queen alien is. And instead of the queen alien lashing out and attacking her, it embraces her. And there's this kind of weird scene where they're clearly having some sort of weird sex. Like her and it's lesbian sex where the queen alien is going to somehow, I don't know how it worked. They didn't pan the camera down. You couldn't see, but somehow she gets some of Sigourney Weaver's pussy juice and makes a baby inside of her. Okay. Which then becomes the monster of the movie. Like that thing comes out and it's like half human. It's like 5/8 alien or something. And like 3/8 human. And it's a nightmare to look at. It's a real problem. But like we're in a movie theater, so we're not having a conversation about this. We watch the movie. It'll get to the end and it's all over. Then we're in the hot car, like driving out of there, and it's kind of quiet. And my grandma's like, "But where did it come from? And when did they have sex?" And me and my papa at the same time go, "Yes!" Yes! We had both been sitting there in this awkward time of this 65-year-old Southern woman trying to figure out if Sigourney Weaver, her hero, like just fucked an alien queen, like wrapping her head around that. It was very awkward. We just wanted her to shut up. Were they like, when a man and a woman and Jesus, I was like 8 or 9, but I knew the birds and the bees, and it was awkward.
Yeah, I'm a little mixed up on the mechanics too.
Well, those mechanics I'm still mixed up on. I've seen that movie several times. I don't know how they made that weird baby, but there's
a lot of adult comics you can read about that online.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn of it. It is out there.
We'll see that.
God, the original H.R. Geiger art that inspired Alien.
I'm
profoundly
about to side with that nurse. Did you just tell PKA what Rule 34 was?
we're all aware.
Guilty mansplaining.
It's a mansplaining.
I was like,
mansplaining Rule 34 to me?
Did you just mansplain Rule 34?
I was watching Millhouse plow Lisa back in 1999, bro. You're not telling me anything.
Dude, the only
tell
good
me about the old texts. I was there when they were written. Okay.
Dude, if someone
you were around for IRC chat days.
he was there and a grown man at the time, a man grown. The only funny response, and I saw this like a decade plus ago, is when someone is like, a woman's like, you're mansplaining. The only correct response is like, I'm sorry, I thought you were confused. And, that made me laugh.
And that's how I got in the real estate business.
That's how I got in the real estate business. Yeah. I'm thinking of other awkward, like nudity moments. My high school girlfriend and I were watching a movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, in her room upstairs.
Okay.
Door closed. Her dad had dropped the ball, and he came upstairs, like came in, and like it was. If you remember Forgetting Sarah Marshall, it's like Jason Segel and Mila Kunis, and it's a very innocent movie for the most part, just a silly laugh comedy. But he had come in exactly when he's standing there buck naked with his dick out. Exactly at the only instance in my memory of nudity in that whole thing, outside of when Mila Kunis's like tit pic is found in the bar, the only instance of nudity. And he like saw it and was like, and then just like left. And I was like, this is of fucking course. But he was also this was my senior year of high school, so 2009. That's when maybe 2008 or 2009 is when the first Star Trek movie came out. And he was like as into Star Trek as you, Kyle. Every time I went over there for months on end, if he was in the living room, he was watching the same fucking movie. It was insane. It'd be like, he must have watched it dozens of times. And he would sit there.
Chris Pine one, the like Beastie Boys shit and all that.
The one where he's flying into that big kind of maw of the ship in his smaller ship. And he's like, tell my baby I'm gonna, what are you gonna name him?
That's Chris Hemsworth. Has some great episodes. That guy, he's dead now.
This guy was the slave driver in the Spartacus series, was he not?
No, they don't all look the same, bro. Like Jesus, that's a football.
Really
Taylor, I'm offended,
man.
Yeah, that's Morgan Freeman. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, this guy was in Shawshank, right?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. It's the same guy.
Andy Dufresne thought he wasn't going to get raped, but he did.
The sisters had their way with him.
They were pretty freaky with it too.
They had a long.
Some people think they could only come once. Andy Dufresne learned that wasn't true. They did an extra load that day, and it wasn't laundry.
Jesus Christ!
That was the worst part of Shawshank. I don't care for rape scenes in movies. Like
it's off-putting.
There's some great movies. There's some really great movies that have rape scenes in them, and I have a hard time recommending them to my female friends because I'm like, also trigger warning, rather traumatic rape right in the middle of this film, and they always go, "Oh, well, fuck that." Then I'm like, "Yeah, I get it." Like I didn't like it either. Like Wind River with Jeremy Renner. That's like a 9 out of 10 fucking badass movie. It's written by Taylor Sheridan before he like sold out. It's very fucking good. It's there's a girl dies on an Indian reservation, and an inexperienced FBI agent played by fucking Scarlet Witch shows up, and then she needs help. She's like over her head in this thing, and she's been sent. It's sort of indicative of how not too seriously the feds are taking this dead native girl. And then Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, is like a game agent, like wildlife and game agent in the area, and they like duo up to solve this murder, and it's great. It's harrowing thriller, always peeling back new layers. It's not slow, and it takes place in, I don't know, Alaska or like North Dakota or like some winter wonderland wasteland.
What's the most traumatizing mainstream rape scene you can think of?
Irreversible.
That's the one I was going to come up with.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
That's Monica Bellucci. That's my girl. Okay. Monica Bellucci also plays one of she's in a lot of roles, but
A French art thriller film?
It starts with a beautiful woman being raped, and then revenge has to take place, and it gets very
I
gory.
think that's irreversible reversed, the alternate edit. The original starts, you start with a man committing a random murder, and it goes backwards in time until you see the crime the victim original.
It's one of those things where they show you like the last minute of the movie, then the second to last minute, and it's played in like sort of backwards. And it's not backwards. It's just the last minute, the second to last minute, the third to last minute. So it unfolds backwards, and it's like he said, it starts off with this brutal beating and murder, and you don't know anything about it. You think the murderers are the terrible people, and then you understand how they got there. It's really good.
It's better to watch it the other way around. Like it's better to start with the rape.
I don't know. There was another one, Memento, which was the same sort of thing where they played the movie backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm told if you watch it forwards, it's just a really obvious.
I think that's true. But in Irreversible, they make it so that you can't have no moment of like happiness in the movie. Because if you start with the rape, you get the worst part out of the way. And you're like, oh my God, that's so awful. What are we going to do? And then at the end, revenge is ours. If you watch it the other way, you start off with gore and violence. And you're like, what the fuck? And like you slowly come to realize that thing you watched 90 minutes ago was justified. And it's almost like they intentionally made it so the audience couldn't have that moment of like, all right, we got him though. Revenge is ours. And I think the point of that is what happened to her is irreversible. Smashing his skull in, beating him to death with a fire extinguisher isn't going to fix what was done to her. It might make those guys feel better. Helps. I'd help a little. I'd feel a little bit better about things if I knew he got smashed.
I wouldn't like that ordering of it. I would rather see a tale of, not triumph. Well, I guess it would be triumph. You start with something horrible, and then she gets the revenge, destroys the man who did something horrible to her.
I got another film edit, does the same thing. Fixes the whole thing, makes it a better film. There's a Braveheart edit, begins with the death of William Wallace. It's better that way.
And when does it end? Just at the end of the last battle?
I think it ends in like a battle that he won or something. I don't remember. It's been so long since I watched it. But I always say like him being tortured and castrated to death at the end really takes the fun out of that film. But if you get it out of the way early, then you get to enjoy like his rise to power and see like all the good things.
Well, not entirely, because he does inspire, because after he gets dismembered and whatnot, there is the beginning of that giant battle scene where they talk about how everyone was brought up and inspired, and all the Irish and the Scots and everyone were on board.
That was kind of cool. I suppose that's just another one where
that movie's sick anyway you slice it.
I just hate that he died.